What's up guys, David Land here bringing you another NASCAR Authentics HD review, and today we're reviewing the two NASCAR Icon segment cars of Dale Earnhardt. This is a really exciting review for me. I love classic cars, I love history of racing, I love all that, goes with it, the nostalgia. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So let's get to it. I know a lot of you are probably very excited to see these cars. I don't know how hard they are to find. I know the Wrangler ones from the first wave of 2014 seems to be one of the harder ones to find. But I've seen a lot of this Goodwrench car here sitting around. So without further ado, let's take a look. And we'll take a look at this car first. Of course, the Goodwrench. Chevy Lumina, I believe this is a Lumina, and if it's not, let me know in the comments. It doesn't actually say it on the car. They may not have the rights to call it a Lumina anymore, but this car appeared in the final, supposedly, 2013 NASCAR Authentics wave. As you can see, it's got the old packaging style, which allows you to see a 360-degree view of the car, but as we know, usually the car flies out. As you can see, the Richard Childress Racing logo, as well as the Dale Earnhardt signature and signature number 3, but not this year, as some of you know, I almost called him Austin Childress. Austin Dillon now drives that car. So let's open her up. And this might be the last time you guys get to see me fail epically at opening one of these cars. So let's see. Let's see if I can make it a good one. Uh-oh. There we go. And here we go. Look at that. Oh, I love this already. Now I want to really try to zoom in there, because they've even got True Value, 76, Moog, Earls, the old Gatorade logo, goodies. Look at that. I love the old logos, sponsors. Of course, Wrangler Jeans. This car, I believe, ran in the late 80s, the very late 80s, like 89, and then the early 90s, like 90, 91, because I think he switched to a white 3. This is a silver 3, so this would have been just a little bit before the time I was born. I was born in 93, so I believe he had already switched to the white 3. Also, this car's a little more boxy, if you can tell, than the current gen or even previous generations of NASCAR race cars. This is back when they were a lot closer to the showroom stock, as it were. But of course, as Richard Petty once said, the reason NASCARs are so removed from their road car brothers is the fact that, road car parts will never be able to stand up to a Daytona 500. They'll never be able to stand up to hardcore NASCAR race. Just so you ask too much of the car, and then the stock parts break. Also, I love the attention to detail here. If you'll notice, if it will focus, the printing on the tires is white, and that actually is correct. Why? Because they did not. Goodyear used to not be able to print yellow letters on the tires, and it was a big deal when they made it a big deal when they actually were able to print their yellow brand on the tires. Fun little fact there. I love the classic logos. This is a great car. As you can tell, Dale Earnhardt, if you've ever seen Dale Earnhardt flip over, he usually had a red bottom to the car. Let's see what this says. I'm kind of interested. Oh, Chevy Monte Carlo. So it's not a Lumina, it's a Monte Carlo. Excuse me. The Lumina must have come after, or something like that. I'm not so sure. Somebody educate me. But anyway, that's a great car. God, I'm so glad I have that in the collection. And of course, I got another one right immediately into it. Now, there's something I want to show you about these collector boxes that I didn't show you in the 2014 update video, which is pretty important. So, yeah. As you can see, we've got now the Dale Earnhardt logo. This is the one I believe they designed after his death. As you can see, no actual photos of Dale on any of these cards or card backs. There's the back. As you can see on in the NASCAR Icons segment, which I'm really excited about because hopefully that means that we're getting the King, Richard Petty, maybe a Rainbow Warriors Jeff Gordon, maybe the old Ode Tide ride that Darrell Waltrip took to victory in the Daytona 500, and I believe I'm not gonna, because I'm gonna get it wrong, and then I'm gonna say 89. Is that right? Okay, now you see these plastic pieces? You're going to want to keep those, and I'll show you why here in a second. Let's get to the collector box first. Oh, and another thing I like about this box, and apparently the collector box has it too, it kind of looks like an old photo, or like an old piece of paper. It's kind of tattered. Looks really nice, and the box, if you look, box kind of has that design as well. Kind of looks old. Looks really nice. As you can see, there's a photo of the Wrangler car. This was actually the car, I believe, that raced before the Goodwrench car. So this predates the Goodwrench car. And let's show you the Wrangler Jeans. Man, this is a, let me tell you, this is a nice looking paint job. As you can see, there's the logos there. I usually don't do this whole logo thing, but I think it's important on these because these are a lot of logos you don't see on NASCAR race cars anymore. I mean, Peak Motor Oil does not sponsor the series, neither does STP. There you go. I'm not going to read them all off. If I see anything that's really interesting. Looks like Loctite down there. Problem is I'm shading the car when I do that, so focus. Man, that really pops. And as you can see, Goodwrench was still an associate sponsor on Earnhardt, and this car was his mid-'80s car. As you can see, it's the Wrangler car, but it's the 3. He did run a Wrangler car in the early 80s, but I believe it was number 2. Late 70s, early 80s. Dale Earnhardt actually ran number 2 until he got number 3. I believe that was when he hooked up with Richard Childress, and that's where that partnership began. And of course, the 3 was Richard Childress's number originally. Childress stepped aside as a driver and allowed Earnhardt to race in his place. Let's see if this is still called a Monte Carlo. Yes, it is. Now, I could have sworn these were Luminas. Now, I know maybe the Monte Carlo was the car that replaced the Lumina, but I don't know. Oh, have I shown you the front bumper yet? Focus. There we go. So here's the 2 cars, and let me tell you, these are just fantastic. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that really is exciting. It really excites me about the Spin Master line. You're getting these classic cars readily available pretty much in Walmarts, Targets, Myers, Toys R Us. You know, you don't have to go out of your way. You don't even necessarily have to go to a race to get these cars. Sometimes, you know, in that vendor village or whatever they have at NASCAR races, you can get some of these classic cars. But of course, you have to pay a premium at the $5 price point. It's really good deal. And hopefully, you know, I like Dale Earnhardt as much as the next guy, but I hope this classic segment equals means that we'll get more than just Dale. You know, Dale's great, but there's only so many Dale cars you can do before it starts to get tiresome. And I hope we'll be able to keep the line fresh with new cars. Now, about this plastic, and I didn't touch on this in the first video, But this is how you're going to keep your cars nice and upright in your collector boxes. As you can see, you kind of put the it's kind of hard to do. This is the first time I've done it, so. But kind of. Hang on. This is kind of how you keep the car from moving around in the package. So there you go, see? And then the window, hang on. You kind of get your die cast, stick it in the window there. I'm not very good at it. This is probably something I should have tried before I did it. As you can see, it kind of lifts the car up. I don't think I did it very well in the front here. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. But that's how that's kind of how it's supposed to go. I'm not very good at it yet. I'll be working on it. I'll work on it and fix it for the next video, and then I'll show you guys. Hopefully, in the next wave of Spin Masters, we get another classic car. I love these. Once again, I mean, instant buy. I mean, if you guys are considering not buying these cars, you're crazy, because these are fantastic models. Really very accurate too. I don't know if I believe they're the exact same mold, but they just look great. There's a great throwback to a foregone era of NASCAR, and it kind of reminds you of you know, why a lot of us actually used to like NASCAR. Really were into it, because these are the kind of cars that are just they scream cool, and they race pretty good too. So. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll leave some links in the description for my Twitter, and be sure, if you like this, to like it, subscribe. You know, there's going to be more down the pipeline. My first 2014 update video has already gotten a lot of views, and I expect that to keep going up. So thank you very much, guys, and we'll see you on the next video here at my channel. Come